The UK launching airstrikes against the Islamic State in Syria for the first time. British tornadoes taking off from an airbase in Cyprus, striking oil fields in eastern Syria. Imagine that. The strikes coming just hours after Parliament voted to expand strikes from Iraq into Syria. Joining us now, former U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations, American Enterprise Institute Senior Fellow, John Bolton, and Fox News contributor as well. First, John, good to have you here. These strikes against oil fields, is there any embarrassment, do you suppose, in the Obama White House, in the Pentagon, that Russia and France and now the UK are carrying out the strikes that this administration refused to undertake for 14 months?
Yeah. Look, the campaign against ISIS, so-called, waged by the Obama administration has been embarrassing for the United States. We've done next to nothing. And frankly, the latest effort of bombing the oil trucks, as if that's a substitute for destroying the facilities. You know, if you can't pump the oil, you don't fill trucks with it. So it's a big problem, I think, and it's a further reflection of the decline of American influence.
And it's amazing how quickly Barack Obama, our leader, can move when he thinks it's to his political advantage because of, for example, the San Bernardino attacks yesterday, the massacre. Suddenly he is calling for gun control as if he thinks this is just another trip down what we have all, unfortunately, experienced over the past several years.
Look, I think this time he acted such an unpresidential fashion, in a way so demeaning to the office, to politicize yet another tragedy. But this time, I think he's made a huge mistake, as has Hillary Clinton and all the others that jumped on the bandwagon. You know, the people of this country have better sense than their political leaders. They know what this is. They could tell from the get-go this was a terrorist attack. And I think the president spoke what was really on his mind, and that's always a danger for ideologues.
France shutting down 4 mosques because of a pattern, as they described it, of radicalism. We do not know what the situation is in Southern California, but we do know that this man and his wife were devout and practicing apparently Islamists and apparently radical Islamist terrorists. What are we to do? How are we to respond? Because political correctness is just suffocating and I think threatening the country itself.
I think there's no doubt about it. Look, freedom of religion is a value sacred to the United States.
Absolutely.
We were founded on that as much as anything else. But freedom of religion doesn't give people a free license to conspire against the government and to commit acts of mass murder. So if you have some reason to believe and you can satisfy the constitutional requirements, people should be in the mosques. We should be developing networks of informants. Let's be realistic. We know where this threat's coming from. Let's not kid ourselves.
Well, we have been, as you put it, kidded rather hard by this administration over the course of some 7 years. It is time to...
It's why 2016 should be a debate about national security. If we can't have this debate now, we may never have it.
Ambassador John Bolton, I know you'll help assure that that is a debate we have. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you, Lou.